Hare Krishna. Welcome all of you to this course, Gita Gyan, presented by ISKCON Seshadripuram. Thank you very much for being a part of this. Okay, let's start this wonderful journey of Bhagavad Gita. So I would request all of you to turn on your videos if that's possible. All right, please turn on your videos so that I can see you and you can see me and we can interact. It will be a very nice interaction. So let us begin this Bhagavad Gita journey right now. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. So ISKCON Seshadripuram presents Gita Gyan, Essence of Bhagavad Gita. So this is a very unique program. I want to talk about this program. What is this? Who am I? First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Srihari Dasa, and I am a software engineer by profession. Okay, so yes, so I work for a software company and I do software consultancy, etc. And I've studied MTech from IIIT Bangalore and I did PGCPF from IIM Indore, etc. And here I am. I'm doing this as a voluntary activity. So all of the teachers of Gita Gyan are volunteers, who are reading and studying Bhagavad Gita and practicing Bhagavad Gita in their life and sharing their experience with everybody, sharing the knowledge with everybody. So this is our service to everybody. Okay, so let me talk about Gita Gyan. What is this Gita Gyan? Gita Gyan is a program by ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So in Gita Gyan program, what we do is we explain the 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita in 18 days. So in a very easy to understand format. Because not everybody has that luxury of reading Bhagavad Gita, and reading Bhagavad Gita is also not very easy, right? It's a little difficult to comprehend that textbook. It's not so easy to open it and start reading it, right? So we help you to start your journey of reading Bhagavad Gita, right? So this language is taught in various languages, right? Like, this course is taught in English, Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, and so many languages. And there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people who have registered for this course. And this course has been offered completely for free. Okay, there's no charge at all for this course. And this is having shlokas and stories. So, there are a lot of shlokas, stories, we put it together in such a nice way that, it becomes very easy for you to understand. And so this is instructor-led live classes and, you'll get a certificate upon completion. Successful completion means if you complete 12 chapters, you'll get a successful completion, right? And we send the PDF notes also at the end of the classes. And then we send a quiz also for reinforcing your understanding. So we are thankful to late His Grace Anadi Jagannath Das, Anadi Jagannath Prabhuji, who is behind this program. Okay, so we very much miss His Grace Anadi Jagannath Prabhu, who has actually put together this program for all of us with a very wonderful spirit of sharing. Okay, so let us begin. So this Gita Gyan starts from 28th November and it is till December of 21st. Okay, so it is from Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday is Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters in 18 days. And every Sunday, we have a special class called Life Coaching with Bhagavad Gita. So in this Life Coaching with Bhagavad Gita, we come up with very, very relevant subjects, practical subjects, real life subjects that are pertinent to our common day-to-day problems. How can we solve our day-to-day problems with Bhagavad Gita and spirituality? That is what we will be addressing in this Sunday seminars, also called as the Life Coaching with Bhagavad Gita. So it is all packed. Okay, 28th November to 21st November, block your calendar. Every day, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., you will be learning Bhagavad Gita along with me. So upon completion of 12 chapters and 12 quizzes, you will get a certificate by ISKCON Seshadripuram. This is the certification of completion. So stay with me for 12 chapters and you will get an online certificate. So we are ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So from ISKCON Seshadripuram. So we are located in the Seshadripuram, Bangalore, Karnataka, India. Okay. So our temple deities are suspense, music of suspense. Okay, let's play the music of suspense. So let's wait. So we're going to have the wonderful darshan of our temple deities. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Mai ki jai. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Mai ki jai. God Nitai ki jai. Radha, Bangaloreshwar ki jai. Lakshmi Narsimhadev Bhagwan ki jai. And Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Panchatattva ki jai, Giri Govardhan ki jai. See such a beautiful darshan of our temple in ISKCON Seshadripuram. Okay, so let's start with the prayers. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. This session is dedicated to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So, the picture that you're seeing on the right is the picture or the photograph of the founder Acharya of ISKCON. And his name is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Okay, so at the age of 69, he went to the US to preach about Bhagavad Gita, and because of his grace, his divine grace, thousands and thousands of people, and today it counts to millions of people who are following Bhagavad Gita and practically following Bhagavad Gita in their life. And we are inspired by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. He is my Guru Maharaj, he is my spiritual master, right? So he's the initiated disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and he has done very wonderful service in ISKCON and a very great personality. So we are very much inspired by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki jai. Okay, let us read the Gita Mahatmya. The Gita Mahatmya for today is Gita Shastram idam punyam yah patet prayatah puman Vishnu padamavapnoti bhayashokadi varjitaha. Yes, one who with a regulated mind recites with devotion this Bhagavad Gita scripture, which is the bestower of all virtue, will attain to a holy abode such as Vaikuntha, the residence of the Lord Vishnu, which is always free from the mundane qualities based on fear and lamentation. You see how important Bhagavad Gita is, that if anybody recites Bhagavad Gita with a regulated mind, then they will attain to Vaikuntha. Right? Yadgatva nanivartante tadhama paramam mama. That is a spiritual world. So we can go to the spiritual world where there is no fear, there is no lamentation. It's not like our world. Okay, so we will jump to the chapter number 1, observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukṣetra. So this is the chapter that we are going to start today, chapter number 1. Okay, so all of you, I request you to turn on your videos so that I can see you. It'll be very wonderful. Thank you very much. Turn on your videos, please. Yes, and keep yourself on mute so that we are not getting disturbed. Okay, chapter number 1, observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukṣetra. So this is Kurukṣetra, the battle of Kurukṣetra. Let's see what it is. Let's go to the war field of the world's greatest war, the battle of Kurukṣetra. Actually, India was at the center of the world, and the ruler of India was the ruler of the world. That's why, Maharaj Yudhishthir, Pandavas, everybody, they were ruling the entire world, right? So this is the battle of Kurukṣetra was the biggest or the greatest war that has been ever fought. Okay, so let us try to understand what is the scene. Why are people fighting here, right? So we have Pandavas and we have Kauravas, and there is animosity, and they are fighting a war for claiming the right of their property. So Pandavas have been cheated from their rightful share of the properties, and they have been cheated in a gambling match, and they've been sent to exile. And even after coming back from exile, the Kauravas are not ready to give them their rightful share. Now, the Pandavas try to negotiate with peaceful means, but then the Kauravas are not ready to budge. That's when the war becomes inevitable. And here, the war becomes inevitable, and then the Pandavas and Kauravas, they're standing face to face. They're about to just begin the war, right? And Lord Sri Krishna is the charioteer of Arjuna, right? He's the charioteer of Arjuna, and Arjuna is asking questions to Krishna, and Krishna is answering. This is the dialogue of Sri Krishna's Gita. So, who spoke Bhagavad Gita? Krishna. To whom did he speak? Arjuna. Now, a question to all of you. When was Bhagavad Gita spoken? Can anybody say? Was it 100?
5,000 years ago.
5,000 years ago, exactly.
On the day of Ekadashi.
On the day of Ekadashi, that's nice. Which day?
5,000 ago.
Yes, that's
Utpanna
right.
Ekadashi.
What is that day
Utpanna
called?
Ekadashi.
What is that day called?
Utpanna Ekadashi.
Utpanna Ekadashi, and also it's called as the Gita Jayanti. I'm going to talk about
Yeah.
Gita Jayanti very soon, okay? So when and where was this spoken?
Kurukṣetra.
Kurukṣetra Yuddha.
Kurukṣetra, right? This was spoken in Kurukṣetra. Totally, how many verses are there in Bhagavad Gita?
700 verses.
700 verses. And how many did
700
Dhritarashtra speak?
verses.
Yes, how many did Dhritarashtra speak?
Only one.
Only one.
Yes. And how many did Sanjaya speak?
Yeah.
Okay. Here are the answers. Total number of verses is 700. Dhritarashtra spoke 1, Sanjaya spoke 41, Arjuna spoke 84, and Krishna,
574.
Son of God, spoke 574 verses of Bhagavad Gita. Let us begin by reciting the verse number 1. Bhagavad Gita chapter 1, verse number 1. Dhritarashtra uvacha dharma kshetre kurukṣetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamaka pandavas chaiva kimakurvata Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukṣetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? So, who is Sanjaya? Who is Dhritarashtra? We'll find out. So, Dhritarashtra is the father of the Kauravas, right? He is the father of the Kauravas, and Sanjaya is his personal secretary. But where are they? They are right now in Hastinapur. Hastinapur is in Delhi. But where is the war happening? It's in Kurukṣetra. That's in Haryana. So how is Sanjaya able to narrate what is happening in Delhi? Sitting, he's sitting in Delhi and telling what is happening in Haryana, right? So he's telling the live telecast, less like a live cricket match. He's telling an audio commentary, what's happening in the Mahabharat war, right? So that's why Dhritarashtra is asking a question. Only one question he asks. Oh Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukṣetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? What did they do? What is this kind of question? Huh? So will you ask that question? Right? It's almost like asking, after going onto the pitch of the cricket stadium, what did the players do? What will they do? They'll play. Right? After having put the plate in front of my dining table, what did I do? I will eat. What else will I do? Right? So it's a common question. It's so obvious. But then there's a deeper meaning to it. Huh? The deeper meaning is that Dhritarashtra, he wants that this war happen and Pandavas lose. And he also wants that Pandavas die so that his sons become the kings. That is what is his mind. So his mind is revealed, but he's doubtful because it is Dharma Kshetra. Just like when we go to any holy pilgrimage, right? See, we generally don't fight with auto drivers, right? We'll say, Array, we have come here for earning some pious credit. Why we should fight with this auto driver? Okay, Array, one beggar has come, give him 1 rupee. like that, right? So we don't want to do anything negative in that place of pilgrimage, right? So that is how Dhritarashtra is worried. Now that they have come to the place of pilgrimage, are Kauravas going to withdraw this war and say, okay, Pandavas, you're so nice people, why don't you just take your share of kingdom and rule? So that is what he's scared of, right? That's why he's revealing his mind. So what happened next is, the Kauravas, they blew their conch shells. So before starting a war, conch shells are supposed to be blown. Just like it is like a sound indication, alarm sound, right? There's some kind of a sound to indicate that, the match begins, like the war begins. There must be some kind of message, right? Some kind of alarm. So that's how, Kauravas blew their conch shells and Bhishma blew his conch shell, everything was fine. And then the Pandavas blew their conch shells. And when the Pandavas blew their conch shells, it was tumultuous sound. And because of the sound, all the hearts of the Kauravas got shattered into pieces. They almost like gave up the war. They thought, oh my God, what is the sound? Let us see this beautiful verse. This is verse number 15 from Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. Panchajanyam Hrishikesho Devadattam Dhananjayaha Poundram Dadmau Mahashankam Bhimakarma Vrukodaraha. Lord Krishna blew his conch shell called Panchajanya. Arjuna blew his, the Devadatta, and Bhima, the voracious eater and performer of Herculean tasks, blew his terrific conch shell called Poundra. Right? So, Krishna has got a very nice conch shell. The name of that conch shell is called Panchajanya, right? It's a divine conch shell that Lord has, right? And when he blows that conch shell, it is described that, the conch shell becomes reddish pink. Because it has touched the lips of Krishna, it also becomes pink. You can imagine how beautiful that conch shell must be, right? And then here Bhima has been described as voracious eater, right? Vrukodara. He can eat a lot, 10 times or 100 times more than what we can eat, right? So Arjuna then asked Krishna, oh my dear Lord Krishna, can you please draw the chariot in between these two armies? I just want to see who has come to fight, right? Just like when there is a cricket match, we do this analysis, right? Who is playing on this side? Who is playing on that side? Let me see. Who is the captain? Okay, who is the first batsman? Who is the second bowler? Okay, we want to see this, right? So similarly, like, Arjuna is curious to find out who is coming and fighting against me. Let me see. Also, we'll get to know, right? So if somebody is fighting against us, so we know that what is there inside their heart, right? They'll be talking very nicely, but they're standing in front of the war. That means, they don't like us. So then that's how Arjuna will understand, oh, this is what it is in your mind. Huh? Acha, I thought you were my friend. And that's how Arjuna wanted to see who is going to fight. Okay, let's see who is going to fight. At least that much I can do, no? So then Krishna very carefully took the chariot and exactly stopped it in front of Bhishma Dev and Dronacharya. Now, this is the weak point of Arjuna. Now, as if Lord Krishna really wanted this to happen, that Arjuna is now going to break down by looking at Bhishma Pitamaha. Oh my God, my grandfather Bhishma Pitamaha and my favorite teacher, Dronacharya, from whom I have learned all the archery, is in front of me. Now I have to fight against them. I have to harm them. I can't believe it. Then he started feeling very bad. He started looking at everybody and he saw, oh, he's my friend. I know him. Oh, this is my son-in-law. Okay, that that fellow. Okay, I know him. He's my uncle. And he started feeling very bad. And he exhibited so many symptoms. What are the symptoms? We'll just see that. So the symptoms are like, his mouth was drying up. Just like, when I suddenly ask you, come in front of the stage and speak in front of 500 people, your mouth will become fully dry. You'll say, can I get some water? Right? So it's like nervousness, extreme nervousness. Whole body was trembling, shivering. Hairs were standing on the end. And this wonderful Gandiva bow was slipping from his hands. And his mind was reeling. He was just not able to control himself. He was so depressed and discouraged by looking at this situation. Right? He felt very discouraged. And he started to narrate the reasons for not fighting the war. He does not want to fight the war. And he's explaining why he does not want to fight the war. He's telling reasons now why he does not want to fight the war, right? So just like, children, right? They will say some reasons why they don't want to go to school, right? Happened with you, right? So children will come and say, Mama, I don't want to go to school today. Hey, what happened? I have tummy ache. Okay, I'll give you medicine. So I have headache. I'll give you medicine. No, I'm not feeling good. I'll do something. No, they'll keep on telling something or the other, right? Right? For exam, exam also, exam fear. There's an exam that you don't want to study. Then what will happen? All the excuses will come, right? You don't want to study. That's why you're giving excuses. So many excuses, Arjuna started to give. No, Krishna, I don't want to fight. I don't think this is right here. I don't want to fight like that. He started to tell. What all reasons he started to say? Let's hear now, okay? Arjuna's reasons for not fighting. First one is compassion for friends and relatives. So, if we have our friends and relatives, right, in front of us, and if you have to fight and kill them, will we kill them? Will we be happy to kill them? Is there anybody who feels like killing your own friends, your own relatives? Yeah? What do you think? No. Right? It's not possible. You'll feel very bad. Oh my God, how can I kill my friends? Yeah, no, that's not possible. And no enjoyment, even if victorious. He's saying, Krishna, okay, let's say I win. I win the war, fine. Winning means what? I have to kill everybody. Bhishma Pitama must die, right? And Dronacharya must be dead. And all his relatives must be dead. So now what is the fun? So let us say if we buy a car or a bike or something, what do you do first? You show it to your friends. You call all your relatives, is it not? If there's nobody who's coming to celebrate your success, what will you do with your success? That success is actually not a success. It's a failure, isn't it? So similarly, he's saying, what am I doing all this for? Finally, I'll get a kingdom. Fine. But my relatives won't be there. What will I do without my relatives? Right? That's what he's saying. The second argument is no enjoyment. Third argument is fear of sinful reactions. He's saying, Krishna, he says, Krishna, if I'm going to fight this war, I'll have to fight against Bhishma Pitamaha. I have to fight against my superiors. I have to fight against my teacher. Do we fight with teachers? No. With teachers, we don't even have an argument. With superiors, it's not even supposed to be, supposed to have any argument also. But then if we fight and if I have to kill them, that's so sinful. Guru Hatya. How can I kill my spiritual master, my teacher? That is very sinful. I don't want to do this. And the fourth reason that he says is destruction of family traditions. Arjuna says, if I'm going to fight this war, I will have to kill so many warriors in this war. And all the wives of those warriors will become widows. And when they become widows, they will not have protection because of not having their fathers, not having their husbands, not having their sons. And they'll become vulnerable in the society. And the society, the men of the society will exploit them, and that will cause unlawfulness, irreligious principles, and unwanted progeny will be born. So therefore, after this unwanted progeny comes, they will break all the family traditions and they will not offer oblations to the forefathers. Then everybody will go to hell. So I don't want to be a part of this game. I don't want to be a cause for all my ancestors to go to hell. No, I can't be a part of this. The last reason he says is indecision. Of course, please note, this indecision is actually coming from the next chapter. Okay, we borrowed it from the next chapter. This is the fifth reason that Arjuna says to Krishna, indecision. I don't know what to do. Sometimes I feel I should fight. Sometimes I feel I should not fight. When I think about how Draupadi was insulted, I feel like fighting. But when I think about why am I doing all this? Am I doing all this for some money? Just for some insignificant riches? No. Then I feel I should not be doing this. Sometimes I feel, oh, come on, I'm a Kshatriya. I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm a warrior. A warrior is supposed to be fighting. It's my duty. Then I think, yes, I must fight. Then when I think, no, what is this fighting and all? Non-violence is the best thing to do. So therefore, I must not fight. I'm so confused. I'm not able to decide. So That's what is the state of mind of Arjuna. So just like Arjuna, all of us are in a state of confusion. And when we hear Bhagavad Gita, when we hear Lord Sri Krishna, then all our confusion will be gone. We will get clarity of thought. Okay, so let's see. I'll tell you one story. We have come to the end of the chapter, but I'll just tell you one story about how, Duryodhana and Arjuna approached Lord Sri Krishna. So once what happened, I told you that, just before starting this war, right, everybody was speaking, come on, let us fight. Okay, they have to find out allies, right? Before the war, you need to get some people who are your supporters, right? You need to get some army from this side, different neighboring armies, everybody has to join, and then you'll get a big army, right? Then you can go and fight, right? So everybody was going here and there. Pandavas were going to some kings, and Kauravas were approaching some kings like that. And then Arjuna decided, okay, let me go to Krishna now. And through the spies, Duryodhana got to know that, Arjuna is going to Dwarka. Okay, let me also go. Then he immediately rushed. So Duryodhana reached Dwarka before even Arjuna reached. And then he came inside the hall where, Lord Krishna was sleeping. He was having a nap. After having a meal, he was having a regular nap. At that time, Arjuna comes near his feet and he stands with his folded hands. Very humbly he stands there, right? Whereas Duryodhana, he'll come near the head. He says, why should I stand? Who is Krishna? I am Duryodhana. I am the emperor of Hastinapura. What is this Dwarka? Small kingdom, nothing. Who is Krishna? Nothing, right? He's thinking like that. But Arjuna is thinking in a different way. Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead, right? He is my guru. Let me stand near his feet. That's how he is thinking. So this is a difference in attitude, That is what attitude decides our altitude. So if we have our attitude proper, our altitude also will be proper, right? So this is the difference between Duryodhana and Arjuna. So what happened? Krishna opened his eyes and he saw Arjuna in front of him because he was standing near his legs. And then, then he says, oh, Duryodhana, you have also come? Please come. Yes. Oh, okay. So tell me, I have two options for you both. Either you can choose me or choose my Narayani Sena, one Akshawani Sena. You decide whether you want my personal assistance, but I won't fight. I won't lift a weapon. I will only personally guide. That's all. Or my army, which are group of fighters. You choose. So he says, okay, Duryodhana, let us ask Arjuna first. Okay, because he's young. He's younger than you. We should always give chance to younger people. Then Arjuna says, my dear Lord, I just want you. I don't want your army. Then Duryodhana becomes very happy. Wow, what a fool, he thinks. What a fool. He's choosing Krishna instead of choosing the entire army, right? He doesn't have any intelligence. He's a fool number one. He thinks like that. And Duryodhana becomes very happy and goes. So finally, what was the result? Who won? Who won the battle of Kurukṣetra?
Arjuna.
Yes, Arjuna won. Right? Actually speaking, Kauravas had 11 Akshawani Sena and Pandavas had 7. So 11 versus 7. Which one is more likely to win? 11 or 7? Which one has more chances? 11.
11.
Right. But then Pandavas and Pandavas won. That's because they were on the side of Krishna. So whoever is on the side of Krishna, they will win. Whoever reads Bhagavad Gita regularly is actually a winner. He will become a winner in life. So if you want to win in your life, your battles, you have to choose Bhagavad Gita. Then you will definitely be successful. Let's do the recap of this chapter. We saw all the important features of Bhagavad Gita, right? We saw the important features of Bhagavad Gita, and we saw the conversation between Dhritarashtra and Sanjaya. Sanjaya was the personal secretary of Dhritarashtra, and Sanjaya had divine vision to see what was happening in the Kurukṣetra. Dhritarashtra is the father of Duryodhana, and he wanted that the Kauravas should win. And then what happened? The blowing of the conch shells. First, Kauravas blew their conch shells, right? And then there was a loud noise, fine. And afterwards, the Pandavas blew their conch shells. Lord Krishna and Arjuna, Bhima, everybody blew their conch shells. There was tumultuous sound, and all the hearts of Kauravas were shattered. And the chariot was placed in between two armies. On one side is Pandavas, one side is Kauravas. And Arjuna asked, can I come in between and just see who is fighting against me? And he sees that, all his relatives are all around him. All his relatives, and he feels very bewildered. There's so much of attachment that he has for all of them. And he forgets everything. What is his duty? Who is he? Everything he forgets and says, no, I cannot fight this war. And then he starts to develop so many symptoms, right? Like his voice gets choked up and completely, his voice is dry, his mouth is dry, and he's trembling, and his hair is standing on the end, right? So that's how it happens, right? Then what happened? Let's see. Then finally, Arjuna starts to give some reasons why he doesn't want to fight the war, right? He starts to say why he doesn't want to fight the war. The acronym for this is CESDI. CESDI. Okay. I have a challenge for all of you. Can you jumble this CESDI into a word that you can remember? Jumble these words CESDI and make a word.
Desi. Prabhuji, Desi.
Dices. Dices. Japanese dices, right? So Mahabharata is all about dices. So DICES. So that's how you can remember, right? C means lack of compassion, right? He's saying, I'm feeling so compassionate for all these people. Why should I fight? And lack of enjoyment. He's saying, how can I enjoy? By killing all my friends and family. That's not enjoyment. Enjoyment means showing off in front of family and friends. That's what is enjoyment. That's what we do on Instagram. Is it not? So what is S? Sinful reactions, right? I'm going to become a sinner if I'm going to kill all this. No. Destruction of family traditions. If I'm going to kill all the gents here, everything will be spoiled in the family, and I'll be cause for all of that, right? Indecisiveness. Now I don't know what I should do. Sometimes I think I should fight. Sometimes I think I should not. So this is the end of the chapter, and I have some interesting and a very important announcement for all of you. That is about the Gita Mahayagya. So, any guesses when is Gita Jayanti? We just spoke about Gita Jayanti, right?
Third
December 3rd.
December 3rd is
Saturday.
Gita Jayanti. So on that day, all of us will come together on Zoom and let us together chant 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita together. So totally in this batch of Gita Gyan, we have 1,200 people who have registered. So if all of us are going to meet together and recite Bhagavad Gita, it's going to be amazing, isn't it? On 3rd December, Saturday, the auspicious day of Gita Jayanti, and this is a completely free event. Okay, so you are all welcome, and I welcome you. I would like to invite all of your friends also. You can invite them. You please invite your friends and family and relatives and colleagues, everybody, right? Get them to this Gita Mahayagya, and we will all recite 700 verses. You will not believe me, the kind of feeling, the kind of spiritual vibration that we will get, right? Just with 30 minutes of Bhagavad Gita class, we are feeling so spiritual and very, very peaceful, is it not? So just imagine if we are, reading Bhagavad Gita verses for almost like 3.5, 4 hours. It will be an amazing, amazing, amazing experience, lifetime experience. You cannot miss such an experience, right? This is an experience that every human being must experience. This is amazing. Just cannot miss it. So December 3rd, we're doing this. And whoever does this successfully completes. No, you don't have to read it, okay? You just have to be a part of this Zoom. And even if you're trying to read, that's also okay. We count you, okay? So it's the attempt that counts. It's okay if you don't understand Sanskrit. It's okay if you don't understand pronunciation, no problem. I will give you the English translation, etc. You can read from that, or you can read from the Bhagavad Gita book. There are so many sources for reading this. In a very easy format, you can read it. It is not at all difficult. Let me tell you, I've done it multiple times. And when I did not know the pronunciation also, I've done it. Then I tell you, even then it is worth. Even then it is definitely worth it. Okay, so this is Gita Mahayajna. Please mark your calendar. And December 4th. So we have a very, very wonderful spiritual weekend planned for you. So this is our spiritual weekend party, Bhagavad Gita party, life coaching with Bhagavad Gita. So the topic for this week is how to overcome the greatest challenges of life. So when you are going to face the greatest challenges of life, what is that secret that is given in the Vedas that I can take it in just half an hour? Just give me the essence. What is it, that secret that I can take to overcome the greatest challenges of life? How can I become super, 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 super strong and face any kind of adversity, right? Just like, those people who are in the army, right? They're always practicing, right? They're always practicing. They don't rest themselves, right? So it is said that, the army, the warrior that, sweats in peace does not bleed in war, right? So you need to be, we need to be sweating in peace. So even if it is peaceful, we should try. We should, work out. That is why do we go to gym, right? Bhagavad Gita is like a gym for our mind, right? So just imagine, if you go to the gym and if you don't go to the gym, what happens? The person who goes to the gym regularly and the person who doesn't go to the gym regularly, there is a difference in the physique, right? There's a difference in the stamina, right? It is the same thing for our mind. Person who reads Bhagavad Gita and practices Bhagavad Gita is like going to a mental gym. Your mind will get the six-pack abs. And just imagine how powerful you will become if your mind is very, very strong, right? Everything lies in the mind. That's what Bhagavad Gita says. Okay, so that's about this announcement. And this is also completely free event and everybody is welcome. So I want to tell you some practical benefits of Bhagavad Gita, right? Why should I read Bhagavad Gita? Because it teaches you the philosophy of Indian culture. We will actually understand and appreciate why certain things and rituals are done in India, right? We see that so many rituals seem so illogical, does not make any sense for us, right? But if you read Bhagavad Gita, you will actually start making sense out of everything. Oh, this is so deep. There's so much of science behind all of this. I didn't know it. So it will be a great realization if you know Bhagavad Gita. And another important thing is that you will learn to distinguish between good and evil. Right? Just like Arjuna was getting confused. He doesn't know whether he should fight or not fight. Indecisiveness. He's not able to decide what is good and what is bad. So you will get 100% clarity. What is good, what is bad, right? You can distinguish very clearly. And looking at the world from the vision of knowledge. So just like, when a doctor looks at the patient, he looks at from a different vision, right? When a patient enters inside doctor's room, a doctor is able to diagnose. He looks at with a vision of knowledge, correct? When a software engineer looks at the software, he looks at it at a different angle. And a normal person looks at it, he looks at it for a different angle, right? So that is called the vision of knowledge. So when we read Bhagavad Gita, we will start looking things differently with the vision of knowledge. Lord Krishna says, Yah pashyati sapashyati, means the person who has read Bhagavad Gita, he actually sees. The others, they are not able to even see, even though they are seeing, they are not able to see. So these secrets you will learn from Bhagavad Gita. Reduced stress and anxiety. Who doesn't have stress? We are all going through a very stressful lifestyle, be it during the college, after joining a job, or even after retirement also, people are very stressed and there's so much of anxiety. All this stress and anxiety will reduce very greatly. improves your clarity of thought. You can start thinking very clearly and make decisions in life. Right? It will make you very productive also. It will make you a better decision maker. You can make very good decisions with Bhagavad Gita. Right? Just like how Arjuna made decisions, how Pandavas made decisions. And these are the decisions that make you win, right? They always made the decisions that made you win. It's life is all about making decisions, making the right decision. You can make right decisions only if you read Bhagavad Gita. So you can order a copy of your Bhagavad Gita. We'll tell you how to order that. I don't have the information today. I'm sorry, I don't have it with me now, but we will tell you tomorrow how to order a copy of Bhagavad Gita as it is. So we are ISKCON Seshadripuram from Bangalore, Karnataka, who are doing this event for all of you. So if you have any questions, you can please unmute yourself and ask your question. Yes, or you can put it in the chat. Okay, let's see in the chat if you have any questions. Yes, Komal A. Ramani, I can feel that wow feeling right now itself. Yes. It's the really wow and exhilarating and ecstatic kind of a feeling, when you read Bhagavad Gita and when we recite Bhagavad Gita. It's not a normal experience at all. Yes, Hare Krishna. Yes. Yes, I have a doubt. Yes, we are getting a question here. Yes, in the
Prabhuji?
Yes, please.
Prabhuji, you said that 4 people had the stanzas in the Bhagavad Gita, right?
What is that? 4?
4, sorry, Prabhuji, like Dhritarashtra, Arjuna and Krishna had sang in the Bhagavad Gita, right, Prabhuji? Who is the other person?
Acha, Dhritarashtra, Sanjaya, Arjuna and Krishna. Only 4
Thank
people.
you, Prabhuji. And Prabhuji, Prabhuji, if I say that if I ask who is the greatest warrior in Mahabharata, your answer will probably be Arjuna, Krishna or Bhima, right?
Who is the greatest warrior? Okay, who do you think is the greatest warrior?
I think the greatest warrior in the Mahabharata is Barbarika, Bhishma's grandson, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
I have sent one link, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Here I have written about the most skilled warrior.
Yes.
I hope that when you have free time, you'll read it.
Sure. The word barbaric comes from the word Barbarika. So he is a barbaric warrior. Okay. So
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Prabhuji, I wanted to know, just as you said, Arjuna asked Krishna to bring down the chariot in between the both armies, okay, in the middle of the Kurukṣetra ground battlefield. So he was indecisive, like whether he has to fight or not. I mean, what all the symptoms you have mentioned, correct? So he was doubtful or he was indecisive because he was looking that his friends and relatives and companions were on the one side, how he can kill him, and all those wrong things will happen. Even though if he wins, he will not be able to enjoy. But actually, he didn't kill Dronacharya or his Bhishma Pitama. Even he didn't kill Dushyasan or Duryodhan. Then I mean, what was the reason? I know it is again Mo that we are going to study. It was Mo, but he didn't kill like that way. His Bhishma Pitama or Dronacharya or Kripacharya. Then why he was worried to fight? I mean, as Krishna said, he has to fight. Then why he was worried in the start itself?
Yeah, it's like, you're asking that question. Why did Katappa kill Bahubali? Why did Katappa kill Bahubali? Right? So it's like a suspense. Why did Krishna kill Dronacharya?
No, Arjun
why did Arjuna kill?
Yes,
Arjuna
Arjun
kill
didn't
Karna? Why did
kill.
Arjuna kill Karna? Arjuna kill different people. Okay, that's a very lot of debate, and there's a lot of things. We'll deviate from Bhagavad Gita topics. Okay, this is all Mahabharata. Actually, the purpose of Mahabharata, we just have to understand what's the purpose of Mahabharata. The purpose of Mahabharata is to attract our attention towards Bhagavad Gita, because this Mahabharata has a lot of political kind of issues and a lot of social issues that actually draws the attention of social public, normal, that's what we can connect with. But Bhagavad Gita is a very spiritual topic. So we don't get directly to Bhagavad Gita. That is why the Mahabharata story has been given by Vyasadeva. But actually, speaking, when we are in the Bhagavad Gita class, we should not spend too much time on Mahabharata.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, correct. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, if possible, we'll connect sometime, when we talk outside the
Hare
class.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I had a doubt that you know that Lord Hanuman was sitting on the top of the flag, like on the chariot, right?
Yes,
So did it make Arjuna stronger?
absolutely, absolutely. Jai Bajrang Bali ki Jai. Why not?
Yeah.
Hanuman, because of Hanuman is one of the reasons why Arjuna won the war. It's
Yeah,
stated
right.
in the purport of Bhagavad Gita as it is, right? Because this he was having a flag. Okay, Krishna, this Arjuna's chariot had a flag, and that is called Kapidwaja. Kapidwaja means like the having a monkey on that flag. So that is Hanuman was sitting on that chariot. So just like how Hanuman won in Ramayana, he was supporting Lord Ramachandra, he was supporting Arjuna, and he was supporting Lord Krishna Chandra in Mahabharata war. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, any other questions or comments? Yes, okay.
Prabhuji, sorry, quick
Yes.
question.
Yes,
We have total 700 verses. So
Yes.
Dhritarashtra has one verse.
yes,
Sanjay and Arjuna I didn't catch, but Krishna has 574 verse, right?
yes.
Okay, can I get the numbers for Sanjay and Arjuna, please?
Sure, definitely. So, Dhritarashtra spoke one verse, Sanjaya spoke 41 verses, Arjuna spoke 84 verses, and Krishna spoke 574 verses.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Yes, okay, we have a question here from DBK Rao. Hare Krishna, I joined late. How can I get the missed lesson? Okay, I'm recording this session, so I can send you the recording. I hope you are on the WhatsApp group.
Thank you.
Okay, you are on the WhatsApp group. I'll send you the
Thank you,
recording.
Prabhu.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna.
sure, sure. Yes, any other questions? Yes, Ravi. Hare Krishna, Ravi Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Prabhuji, I want to know there are 700 verses in Bhagavad Gita, no? So, how to remember all those slokas and is there any easy method of remembering all the slokas?
Easy method is, I have not memorized all of the verses to be honest, but the method that I've heard of is like you have to keep reading or listening to it actually, not even reading.
Okay.
So the method that I've heard is like, the method that's recommended is, there are some YouTube videos which are playing, continuously chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. If you type in YouTube, chapter 1 by Radha Gopinath Prabhu. Okay, Radha Gopinath Prabhu has got a world record in reading the Bhagavad Gita fastest amount of time. So he spells it out very perfectly well. Okay. So you can go to YouTube and say Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 by Radha Gopinath Prabhu, for example. Okay, you can just listen and keep listening, and then just you will start getting it. Right. That was how we used to memorize the movie songs also, right, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right. So when we hear movie songs again and again and again, we can even sing beat by beat, we can reproduce that, right? So it's like that. You just have to spend some time and feel. That's it.
Thank you.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, next question, please. Okay. Yeah, we have a chat message here saying thank you for the wonderful session. The Gita session, I've learned a lot in the 45 minutes. So, okay, I'm just able to see who this is. Hare Krishna. Pop out. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you. YouTube videos of Radha Gopinath Prabhu. Yeah, you can search on YouTube, please. That's easy to search. Yes. Any other questions? Okay, if you have no questions, then what we will do is we'll do some introductions. And those people who would like to leave, you can leave, please. Thank you very much for joining. Please don't miss tomorrow's session for sure. It is chapter number 2. Very important session. It talks about Atma Tattva, about the science of the soul. And it speaks about Karma Yoga. The famous verse Karmanye Vadikaraste is going to come tomorrow. And I'm going to explain in detail about that. Okay, that's going to be very, very interesting, very relevant, and very pertinent to all of us. So don't miss tomorrow's session for sure. That is the contents of the Gita summarized. Krishna is going to summarize entire Gita in second chapter. You'll get so much of knowledge in chapter number 2. It will be amazing. I mean, whatever Arjuna has given these kind of objections that I will not fight the war, Krishna effortlessly, he's going to answer all these objections, and we will be like completely stunned how Krishna answers these objections and how he completely turns the table. Right? So that is amazing. Don't miss that for sure. Tomorrow, please block your calendar. 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. We will hear second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So now, those of you who would like to leave, you can please leave. And those of you who want to stay, we will introduce each other. Okay. So you can just unmute yourself and say, what is your name? Where are you from? And how did you get to know about this course? And how are you feeling now? Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hi, I'm Komal Ramnani, and
Yes.
I'm from Gujarat, Surat. I came to know about this program from one of my friend. He's in Ahmedabad ISKCON group, and he has just shared on the link on the WhatsApp group. And the first thing, my expectations were quite good about this program, because as one of the Prabhuji just said, I'm also interested in Bhagavad Gita, as well as I'm more interested in learning all those verses. Because what is Krishna which attracts me the most? I'm a great follower of him. That's why.
Yes.
And the other thing is, you were today absolutely above my expectations. Your way of presentation was really good, and your way of explanation was also really beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Komal Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Komal.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. I am D. Balram Krishna Rao.
Hare Krishna. Balram Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, please tell
I
me, where are you
came-
from?
I am from Visakhapatnam,
Visakhapatnam. Very nice.
Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, port city of
Steel City, Port City.
Steel City, port city. Yeah, yes, so many wonderful things in Visakhapatnam.
So I got this link from Akhand Bharat. I am a member of WhatsApp member of that group,
Okay,
Akhand Bharat,
okay.
from Orissa.
From Orissa.
From there,
Okay.
there I got that link, and just today actually I was very much busy, and I forgot the time 7 o'clock. By the
Achha.
time I could recollect, I joined. It was late. I joined around 7:30. So from there, when I came to learn from you so many things, really it was a great loss for me, and I was wondered and also very much puzzled that I can, how can I get that recording session? And you told that you will share it.
I'll
So
share it
nice
for
of
sure.
you.
Prabhu.
So nice of you.
Sure, Prabhu. I'll share it for sure. Yes.
Really,
Hi.
what I find, you have a immense knowledge in Gita, and you have cultured it, and you have got the God's gift of expressing to others. Many people, they can understand, but they cannot teach others. God has given a wonderful skill to you that you can able to explain to others also. As a layman, I am also very much impressed with your teachings. So I
Thank
will
you,
try
sir.
to be
Thank you
on
very
time
much.
from tomorrow.
Thank you. Please keep joining. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Hema Rajpurohit Mataji. Yes, please introduce.
Yes, Prabhu. So, I'm Hema, as you already announced my name. I mean, yeah, just spelled the name. So basically, I'm from Bangalore itself, and even I'm connected to Seshadripuram ISKCON. And I got to know about this link through voluntary group, as Prema Maya Mataji, she is taking our classes too. So we are connected to her, Prabhuji.
Very
And about today's session, it was really wonderful. And even though like we are learning on daily basis, but still every time whenever we listen the classes, we feel like we are learning something new in each every classes.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you. Bhagavad Gita is so fresh, ever fresh. Every day it's fresh. Yes. Thank you. Next.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Dharmati Suresh.
As you said, Prabhuji, my name is Dhamati Suresh. I am a 6th standard student.
Okay.
I had got to know about this because like last month when I got the Star Performer Award for the Heritage Fest, I was added into the ISKCON community notification group. So that so they had posted the link there and I had registered. I really enjoyed today's session, Prabhuji. As I had mentioned in the message, in the 45 minutes, I got to know a lot of things. And every time I join one of the Gita Gyan sessions or ISKCON sessions, they always give me a lot of information that I turn into blogs. Like I had sent you that link, Prabhuji. I have written many blogs about historical learnings that I had learned from ISKCON and a few out of ISKCON.
Okay. Thank you. Nice job. I'll
Thank
go
you,
through your
Prabhuji.
blog for sure. That's good.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you. Okay, we have here a message.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Yes, please.
Yeah. This session went very well, Prabhuji. When I am connected with the ISKCON Seshadripuram for Sunday feast, and here I'm in the Bangalore only. I connected with various Bhakti Vriksha and Bhakti Sadan programs. So learning this session was very blissful.
Yes. May I know your name, please?
Shruti Kirti.
Shruti Kirti Mataji. Hare Krishna to you. Thank
Hare
you. Yes. Who else?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Sangeeta ji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, I was connected to Vrinda Mataji and Anadi Jagannath Prabhu. We used to attend classes. I'm from Bangalore only. So we used to stay very close by. So we were connected to their classes. And today's session was very nice, Prabhu. Looking forward to more sessions.
Sure. Jai, very nice. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Yes, who's going next?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Ravi Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I'm from Hyderabad.
Okay, Hyderabad. Where do you stay in Hyderabad, Prabhu?
I stay at Uppal, Prabhuji. Uppal.
Oh, that's near my home. That's nice.
Oh, that's great.
I stay in Hyderabad. I stay in LB Nagar, Hyderabad.
Okay, sure, Prabhuji. I will definitely come and meet you. I regularly go to this ISKCON temple, Secunderabad, Prabhuji, whenever I get the time.
Okay.
Yeah, Secunderabad.
Very nice.
So my office is nearby only. So whenever I get the time in afternoon, I attend the Harati, Prabhu.
Okay.
So since last 1 year, I'm in this following ISKCON.
Okay. Where do you work?
I work for an insurance. I work for an insurance company in Amirpet, Prabhu.
Okay, you work for an insurance company in Amirpet. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Ravi. Yes.
Thank you very much. I got this information through Mataji from Bangalore.
You got through Mataji from Bangalore. Okay,
yeah,
that's nice.
Thank you
that's
very
nice.
much.
Okay,
thank you.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, who would like to go next?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I'm Vishant.
Yes, Vishant. Yes.
I'm from Bangalore, and previously I was there in the Gita Gyan 8th batch.
Oh, cool.
Okay, I actually couldn't attend many sessions because I had my exams going on. So this is like the session. I was introduced by Dinesh sir from Seshadripuram.
Oh, Dinesh sir from Seshadripuram. That's amazing. That's nice. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Vishant.
Yeah.
Keep coming.
Yeah.
We'll see you. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
I'm from Bangalore, Prabhuji.
Yes.
And one of the Kavita Mata had introduced me for this Gita session.
Okay.
Your class was so nice. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Pallavi Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Yes. Who's next?
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
This is Divya from Bangalore. I was introduced by Nitya Mataji.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Actually, I didn't register. I requested her, so they joined me through the WhatsApp group. I'm very glad to join for the session. It was very wonderful. Moving forward, I want to learn more and more about it.
Sure. Wonderful.
Okay. That's all. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. So anybody else going next? Shamala Devi Mataji. You want to say something?
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
I'm Shamala Devi from Malaysia.
Okay.
I got the link from my cousin actually, and I got so excited to join this.
Okay.
I got so much of positive vibes today.
Yeah.
Being a mother for a toddler is very challenging for us to join at this hour, but I would say I honestly feel so blessed to join this class.
Yes.
And definitely I'm going to leave my family, my husband, my mom, my baby girl. with the right attitude. Actually, that's the most important. That's the keyword I got today, right attitude.
Yes.
And positive vibes from you today. Thank you so much, and I feel so blessed, Guruji.
Thank you.
I
Hare Krishna.
actually have happy tears today.
Amazing, amazing. That's
I'm
amazing.
so connected.
It's amazing, Mataji. And this Saturday, you must read the 700 verses and you must tell me how you feel after 700 verses. 3 hours, 4 hours of experience. Yeah, I can understand it can be a little challenging with a toddler, but you can try. I mean, like you can
I feel, yes, I will.
and you will see the difference, how powerful Bhagavad Gita is, right? How much positive vibes it gives in our lives, right? So much of positivity in it, okay? Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hi Krishna Prabhuji, sorry to
Yes.
interrupt.
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
what is the time?
Time
Timing
is
on Saturday?
3 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay,
3 p.m. to 7
Okay.
p.m.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, my name is Sridhara. I am from Attapur, ISKCON.
Okay.
So, I'm very glad to join in this class. Even though I'm coming from my office, I'm traveling. Even though I'm listening to the class, it was very wonderful. And kindly please share the recording. I want to listen again.
Sure. Sure.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Prabhuji.
okay.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Deji. Hare Krishna. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining.
And my one question is, Prabhuji,
Yes.
we read Bhagavad Gita, and what happens if we cannot follow that? If we cannot follow that,
Nothing will happen. Actually, nothing will happen, but we will feel like following it. See, the more we follow somebody, we feel like imitating them. Is it not? Just like if I'm following a celebrity, right? I feel like imitating that celebrity, right? So that is how, if I follow Bhagavad Gita, if I'm hearing Bhagavad Gita, by the association of Bhagavad Gita, I feel like, doing the practices given in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is all about yoga practice, right? Talks about the topmost yoga system. So I will start feeling like doing it. And without your knowledge, you will start doing it. You won't even know. Then you have started and you're doing it already. So
yeah, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Hare Bol.
Right? Okay. So all of us, let us conclude the meeting for today. Before ending, we'll chant.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
one is Gaur Gopal Das gonna come to ISKCON Seshadripuram?
I don't know, Prabhu. But recently, Amog Leela Prabhu came. Did you meet him?
I've gone there.
Yeah, Gaur Gopal Prabhu, I don't know. I have no visibility or idea whether if he's coming here or not.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you. So we will all chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, repeat after me. It's very simple mantra, and we'll chant and we'll close the session. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining. See you tomorrow for another wonderful knowledge-filled session of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you very much. This is Srihari Sridhar Das signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, thank
Hare
you.
Krishna Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Pranam.